Happy Friday. Welcome back to a Grail auction featuring the Knights of Degen. It should be a pretty fun one tonight. We have six or seven. One,
Happy
two,
Friday.
three. Welcome back to. Gotta mute the YouTube stream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Kind of going in a rapid fire format tonight. The first one ending in the next 4 minutes. So Knights of Degen, pretty cool community. They've been building for so long. They're not one of these new NFT projects. They're not launching off the Magic Eden Launchpad a week ago, like 10 or 15 projects do every day. They've been around. They have so many partners, and they're just trying to build out this Game of Thrones and sports related NFT community. I know we've had them on before, if you remember that. But just give me a second. I'm going to pull up their website. We can start with their Twitter. They start with a pretty funny tweet about having to play Stefan Diggs in fantasy as we load this up. Knights of Degen is on a mission to lead Web3 sports and gaming. We are constantly evaluating M&A opportunities that support our mission. We have nothing more to share at this time. Furthermore, we played against Stefan Diggs fantasy last night and ask you to please respect our privacy. That's funny after Stefan Diggs did like 40-some fantasy points. But yeah, I mean, what's going on? They got Kenny Betts. They partnered with SoBet. It looks like they partnered with Action Network as official partners and just content partnerships. They got Steeds going on right now. There's a lot of stuff. I'm trying to load their website as I talk to you. So, sorry for a couple seconds of dead air. The one interesting thing they have going on right now, if you want to join this community, if you want to place a bid, and I kind of skipped over that. I shouldn't have done that. But yeah, if you want to place a bid, you just sign into your MetaMask. If you have any instructions or if you have any questions, just DM the Grail team on Twitter or put it in the comments and they will definitely get this taken care of. So right now they're doing KFFL highlights with Truth and Goblin Town co-founder. There's a $300 prize. And they have things going on week 2 and then in week 3, but it looks like they got fantasy things going on and a lot of different things. So they're definitely building out their mission. Game of Thrones meets fantasy football, meets everything like that. The website's just not cooperating. Those links at the bottom did not go to anything. It's hard to really show the roadmap on the screen, but again, building out a media network, signing pro athletes, KOD Ventures, and everything else with the Knights of Degen. What I was trying to talk about earlier. And again, we got a minute and 38 seconds on 1122. Current bid is at 0.18 by OX4D. Nice little chainmail gold. But anyways, this is some of their team. And these are the partners that get me really excited about this. Action Network, Star Stock. The collectible, I think that's collectible. It is a sports collectible fractional ownership type company. Bet Online, Zed Run, Fan Controlled Football, DraftKings. And what is this? Web3 fantasy football. That is called TOC Best Ball. Kind of looks like Sleeper. Kind of looks like DraftKings Rainmakers, but with their own unique twist. I know it didn't pop out to that on screen. Final minute of bidding on the first one. We will watch this first one end. Really cool for me personally to watch these. I don't even like calling them old, quote unquote, old NFT projects. They've been around for a year, but like I think of one of the first ones I ever bought, Deadheads. I mean, they're still going. Same with Knights of Degen. Same with Gutter Cats. These aren't Bored Apes, but they're still building. They're still showing up. Maybe they can't announce something every other day that is face melting. But I love projects like this. Massive team, huge partners, giving utility. A lot of the utility, in my opinion, is going to transform into IRL events. I mean, look at NFT NYC. Look at the floor pump everything got there. People are just having fun together. And community is everything. I know it's oversaid. There goes the first one. We got 3 minutes on the next one, 0.19, 0.17 on the ones going on in 5 minutes. And we had some pretty good ones at the end, especially this baseball jersey, 0.2 ETH. OXC. Let's see if you can hang on. But as I'm going to continue my rant, we see that everyone's always like utility and floor price and all this stuff. And I think people I'm kind of speaking for myself, but a lot of people actually just value community and having active communities and things they can participate in. And that's definitely what you want here. And it's what they've been building. So this is the KOD portal, one of the aspects, some of the things you can mint. So here's one of the things that they have for community is Action Network, free subscription to Action Network. That is legitimate utility. I think Action Network costs about 120 bucks a year. I used to actually pay for it. And then all my bets lost, and then I just stopped. But I mean, you can't ask for any more of this. Not everyone's going to build a metaverse land game, and this is cool. This is actionable. Sign up, redeem it. I think it's this stuff to me. I get so fired up about it because it's low hanging fruit. I hate that analogy, but it's actually stuff people will use and buy. So this didn't actually link to what I thought it was going to be, but this is the KFFL. It's very similar to the Fantasy Football Pros. I think that's the podcast. They're massive league, and they kind of did their own spin on it. We got a minute and 20 seconds left on 2555. Nice little silver sweatband, brown eyes, and a sword. So you want to get your bids placed over there. But this is massive teams in this fantasy league. Then you can win 25K plus prize pool, highest points, division champs get steeds, league champions get a lot of cool stuff. And I don't know if this is paid out in USD or their native token. Prize entry of 100 USDC. Oh, it is. Yep, I'm wrong. 100 USDC was the entry. So they're not paying out of the community wallet. That makes sense. This is fun. This is we did an auction for Knights of Degen months ago, and I should have picked one up because they're doing a lot of cool things that I personally value. So if you're doing fantasy football, this is definitely one for you. We got 30 seconds left on 2555. Click the wrong button, screen share. Here, 7 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, 3 minutes left. 0.17 on 1946. We got chainmail, fedora hat, bloodshot eyes. I really like the bloodshot eyes on these things. Wonder if I can zoom in. Yeah, it doesn't really work that well. You can definitely tell that they're bloodshot, and I think that is very cool. The attention to detail on the art is very well done. And what a week in NFTs, though. As we kind of watch, let's start watching this. I want to pull up the weekly NFT Go kind of overview that I like to look at. Talk about the market in general. We got some funding rounds, Azuki news, insider Azuki trading, but a bunch of people just knew that guy had 100 of them and was starting a fund, I guess. But this is kind of cool to me. These are the blue chips. It's looking at these type of projects, CryptoPunks, Bored Ape, Other Deeds, Sandbox, some of the big players, and we're starting to see the blue chips at least go up. Now the market sentiment is still very cool. I know we all know that, but more people are in that profit range. More winning players. The more NFT buyers we get. Starbucks is coming along. Nike's doing more things. Some of the big players, and then we'll see a proof of stake will help more Web 2 companies get in because they won't have to go to board meetings and say we're killing the environment building on Ethereum. So this is all speculation. But I think it's been more fun than ever to be in NFTs right now. Going to bring back to the Knights of the Gen website. I want to look at more of their utility props if they have more things like the Action Network. I think though it's not working on my screen. It opened up a new tab. It opened up a new tab. Sorry about that. We have 46 seconds. We have 46 seconds left on that. But again, ownership rights, sports leagues and properties, the King's Purse. I know they're investing a ton into Zed, which still has pretty good ownership for blockchain games, which have kind of gone on the decline, unfortunately, since the Axie hack, but they're definitely building back up. So we got 41 seconds left. 0.19 is the current bid on Knights of the Gen 1946. If you do place a bid in some of the final seconds, it's going to extend the time so you don't have to rush eBay bid style at the end to get the best price. This is a Degen token that I thought I was speculating on if this was what they paid for their fantasy league, but it's not. It's USDC, which I think is cool. This is gonna good. Didn't pop us out on the same tab, but AJ Dillon is one of their members. This is an old tweet, January 15th. Still pretty cool. He is definitely getting a lot of the carries in Green Bay. And of course, I messed up and I didn't flip back to the auction as it landed. But we saw the third one go for 0.19. I really like the Bloodshot Eyes. Now we got 2296 coming next. Take a quick peek at it. 2296 has a helmet. The Valkyrie helmet, only 5% have those heart glasses, the joint mouth, human, and the background of purple. What color are those glasses? I'm colorblind. I can't tell if the glasses are blue or if they're purple, but I like how this looks. It looks good to me. 2 minutes left, 0.18, and then 6536 with the Bloodshot Eyes again is at 0.18. So get those bids in as we continue to explore some more of the utility of Knights of the Gen. I'm trying to find the KOD Media Network. Here it is. Because I think this is cool. I don't know how much they've built out of this. I don't know if they have a YouTube channel. No, go back. I honestly have not been following. Initially focused on sports and Web3 content. So I don't know if they have a podcast or what they're doing right now. And I know they have their 1 year anniversary party coming up soon. So you could get in right at the 1 year mark, go to an awesome party. And this is what I think is going to be the future of a lot of the utilities. Just my prediction. We're going to see more IRL. My thesis is we're going to see more IRL participation, more events like that, more meetups, more community wallets spent on meetups in popular cities, as well as some of these like Flips Finance, some of these passes get bought out. And then communities kind of look at each other like, okay, what do we do next? Like if someone acquires NFT nerds, as we saw Curio just partnering with one of the major marketplaces to develop that. I don't know what's going to happen to those people holding that, but I digress. We got 30 seconds left on 2269. 25, 24, 23, 0.18 is the current bid for Knights of Degen, 2296. The last 24 hours with Knights of Degen, we've seen 1.23 ETH of volume, 2,700 holders. Their last big day was on September 20th. Saw 15 ETH of volume, must have been some sort of announcement. And some big sales over the last 24 hours, 0.42 for a very rare one, which is interesting. If you look at some more holder dynamics, got 5 minutes left on 8682 and 6536 with the Bloodshot Eyes. One of my favorite traits in this community is up right now. This is the data I'm looking at, though. Again, back to my favorite site. I love looking at who's holding this. So we got 315 people holding blue chips, which was the first chart I showed. And now some of the holding trends, which is what I like to see. So a lot of people are holding this, obviously over 7 days, but even in this 30-day to 3-month, we've seen a lot of people buy these as prices of everything have gone down. But this holding distribution, a lot of people have had this for 3 months to 1 year. So when I say community and strong community, these are people that stay. They're getting enough utility. They're getting utility of the fantasy events and the leagues and things like that. And it's kind of a pass to be with people that have similar interests. And that's everything you want. And again, 54% ownership. not amazing. You'd like it to be like 60, 70, but that doesn't always happen. 2 to 3 are owned by 27% of wallets, and there's really not that many whales holding 11 to 50, 143 people. So a lot of people do control some of the top ones. These addresses in specific, and one of them, of course, is their founder, one of the members of the founding team. So there's 8 people on the team. I'm sure they're up here, and then their king's purse. So 2 of the top 10 people are people on the team, probably not doing anything with them, which is one thing that I like to see. We got 59 seconds left on the next one coming up. We'll watch that one end. I'm sorry that you have an auction host that's also obsessed with NFT data. So bear with me. 40 seconds left on this one. And we got the basketball jersey coming up next with the cowboy hat. Again, the bloodshot eyes, silver swords, cigar mouth, cigar versus the joint, too. Looks like the same, but different. Still have the 3 lines, just different color. It's good algorithmic art right there. 17, 16. Knights of Degen. We have 2 more of these. And some upcoming auctions as well that are going to be really exciting for the Grail community. You should definitely check out. There's one coming up with the Dead Friends team. Let's pull that up for a second. Not Dead Friends. I always say Dead Friends. It's Dead Fellas. So you're not going to want to miss this. September 27th. You don't have to listen to me, I don't think. And you get Betty, the founder, and then Jenny from the blockchain. Jenny from the blockchain moderated a few panels at VCon. She's awesome. And Betty is a great speaker and someone you're going to want to listen to. So I would keep your eyes on this one for future events that are going to be absolutely stellar. As we wrap up tonight, we got 2 more Knights of the Gen. I hope that you can get in on some of their weekly contests. I couldn't tell if the KFFL was only season long or if every single week you could kind of like DraftKings, you could place your bid. But we got 1 minute and 50 seconds left on 8682. This one has the basketball jersey. And then next, the grand finale, we've already seen a couple bids come through. 0.22 based on the 0.2. I think this is going to be the baseball jersey is definitely the one to get. And we've already gotten 4 bids on this, so we might have some time extension. We might have some time extension on the ending of this auction. I'm very curious on how their Zed Run horses are doing. The King's Purse belongs to the community. If it's legal, the round table will get out of the way. 5% of mint sales. They have Sandbox Land, Wilder World, Zed Run Artifact, and more in that. 0.21. Did we just get one more bid? Yep. 48 seconds. No last second spamming. We're just going to keep this up as you all compete with one another bidding for this. 30 seconds left. I think we get 2 or 3 more here. It would be cool to see if they add more partnership or more athletes to the table outside of AJ Dillon. I wonder if like Drew Austin or Blake Jameson, Jack Settleman, some of their founding team could get him, because Tiki Barber is one of their advisors. Ja Rule is one of their advisors. They definitely have the connection to get to these people. Jerry Ferreira is on the team. He's got 300K. He's got a pretty big podcast. So these guys have all the connections, and that one was sold. This team has all the connections to get to people that they want to drive this forward. You don't see this team going away for a month, not tweeting or not doing stuff, no venture funding. I'm not going to FUD doodles, but you haven't seen them make any small mistakes. And I don't own any of these, so I have no bias on if the price goes up or if the price goes down. I'm just calling it how I see it. We got 2 minutes, 28 seconds left. Knights of the Gen 6543. 0.22 is the current bid. You want that baseball. You want the baseball jersey. As I was just mentioning Jerry Ferreira, he is one of the content creators partnered with BetMGM. So if you're talking about team building, these guys have had the team from the start. Give me 1 second. This was the team. Oh, pressing the wrong button. This was the team I was kind of goo goo guying over for a few seconds. It's bullish to me. They had a bunch of Web2 founders that have been successful, and then their partners: Cynthia Freeland, Shara Senderoff, Ja Rule, Jerry Ferreira, Tiki Barber. So if they're going to try to build out more partnerships and network, and the network, they have the infrastructure to do it. They have the contacts. So we only have a minute. We got a minute and about 10 seconds left of this. 0.22 is the current bid. We just saw a pretty good battle for the basketball helmet, 8682, the one for 0.21. Congratulations, whoever picked that one up. And we got one more minute. The final minute of bidding for this Knights of Degen. Thank you all for starting off your weekend with us. So hope it's a great one. Some more live auctions coming soon. Cryptoon Goons on the 25th. As I mentioned earlier, Deadfellas on the 27th. The hero of the NFT bear market, Renga, on September 28th. We saw another good Renga pump today. And then a Gutter Cat auction on September 29th and a Yuga Labs auction on September 29th. So it's an action-packed couple of weeks here at Grail. Hope you tune in and place your bids. Hopefully add some new NFTs to the collection. 15 seconds left. 10, 9. Will OX9 hang on for 9 more seconds? And bidding has ended. I wish I had some sort of soundboard for like cha-ching. But anyways, this was a lot of fun. Thank you for starting your week out with us at Grail. I had a lot of fun just going through this project. It's really cool. Maybe I should finally buy one of these, but nonetheless, have a great weekend. Make sure you catch up and stay tuned for the future auctions coming out, and take care. Congratulations to everyone that added a Knights of Degen to their collection tonight.